Oh, that's so loud, isn't it? Sorry. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's gentle practice. You don't need any equipment for tonight. You just need a nice soft surface and yourself. So we're going to start in a child's pose tonight. So just making your way into a child's pose with your hips over your heels. And we're going to take a traditional child's pose this evening. So just reaching your fingertips back towards the back of your mat. Allow your shoulders to round and your forehead comes to rest on your mat. We'll just take a moment here. So close down your eyes. Soften through the skin on your face. Soften through your jaw. And straight away, just allow yourself to let everything else go. Leave everything else at the door. Thank yourself for carving out this time to honor your body, to honor your mind, to honor yourself. Meet yourself where you are. And I'd like you to drop any expectations that you might have on yourself for your practice tonight. And we'll start to bring in a little bit of movement here. We're going to move into a rabbit pose. So if you haven't taken a rabbit pose with me before, you might just want to take a quick look up at the camera for the first one, and then we'll do a few together. So as you inhale, we'll start to lift your hips up, start to roll onto the soft palate of your head, and your arms can stay heavy and you'll just drag them forward slightly. And then as you exhale, we'll start to roll slowly back down, sink your hips back towards your heels. Come back to your child's pose. Good. Take a moment to pause. As you inhale, start to lift the hips, roll up onto the soft palate of your head. As you exhale, roll all the way back down. Sink your hips back to your heels. Take a moment to pause. And then just keep moving here at your own pace. Inhaling to rise into rabbit and exhaling to roll all the way back down to child's. And the arms are heavy, the shoulders are rounded, the eyes can stay closed. And it's almost as if you're giving yourself a little head massage. So it should feel really nice. This can actually be a really nice little sequence to do if you're suffering with a headache or if you're feeling stressed. Good. Just taking this movement nice and slowly. Taking a couple more. And then when you're ready, coming back to your child's pose. As you inhale, let's sweep your arms out and wide, reach the fingertips up towards the top of your mats. And we'll TP through the fingertips here. Lift your chin, blink the eyes open, gaze towards the top of your mat. Good. So just imagining that you've got 2 tennis balls underneath your palms. Good. And then coming down onto the palms, let's walk your hands all the way off to the left-hand side. The right hand will come on top of the left and you'll heavy the head. Close down the eyes. It's a big stretch in the right side body. Good. Take a big breath in. And then exhale as you walk all the way back to center. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, walk the palms off to the right-hand side this time. Left hand on top of the right. Drop the chin, heavy the head. It's a big stretch in the left side body. Send your breath there. Good. And then as you exhale, come all the way back to center. Beautiful. From here, we're going to rise up onto your knees And then we're going to drop the hips forwards, coming into an upward facing dog. Option to come onto your thighs or to lift the thighs and the knees. Take whichever option feels good for you in your body tonight. Take a big breath in as you send your gaze forwards, and as you exhale, take it back to child's pose. Good. So we're just going to repeat that a few times like we just did before. As you inhale, drop the hips forward, lift the chest, lift the gaze. As you exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest, hips to heels. Good. Inhaling to come forward to your up dog. And then exhaling to round back into your child's pose. Beautiful. Taking a couple more here at your own pace. Use the breath to guide you. Just starting to warm up through the spine. So nice. Good. And then from here, from your child's pose, we'll make our way onto all fours. So stacking your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hip bones. And we're going to come into a little puppy pose. So start to walk your palms towards the top corners of your mat. And let's think of drawing your belly towards your thighs and your chest towards the mat. Good. This is quite a deep stretch in the shoulders, so send your breath there. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can TP through your hands like we did before, just imagining that you have tennis balls underneath the palms. If you want to take it even deeper, you can bring your chin down to the mat, send your gaze forwards. Good. Take 5 deep breaths here. So nice. And once you've taken your 5 deep breaths, press through the palms to start to lift your body up. And we're going to bring, slowly lower the upper body all the way down onto your front. From here, we're going to slide your left palm underneath your left shoulder, and your right arm is going to extend out beside you. Let's find a bend in your left knee, and we'll start to press through your left palm to roll onto your right hip, and your left foot will come to rest on the earth behind you. It's a nice big stretch in the right shoulder. Good. Keep breathing deeply. And then we'll slowly roll back to center, and we'll take that to the other side. So this time extending through your left arm out beside you. Your right palm's going to come underneath your right shoulder. Find a bend in your right leg. And then you'll start to press through your right palm to roll onto your left hip, and your right foot will come to rest behind you. Finding that deep stretch in the left shoulder. Breathing deeply. So nice. And then rolling all the way back to center. Beautiful. Let's take that one more time on each side. So this time we'll draw your left palm underneath your left shoulder, extend your right arm, find a bend in your left leg, start to press through your left palm, roll onto your right hip. Good. And then coming back to center, switching sides. Sending your breath to the shoulders. So nice. And then gently coming all the way back. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, press yourself all the way up to your upward facing dog. As you exhale, round through the spine, coming through child's pose. Good. Let's take 2 more. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the chest, lift your gaze, up dog. Exhale, child's pose, round through the spine, chin to chest, heavy the head. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, child's. So nice. Find some stillness in your child's pose. And then slowly we'll start to roll up through the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, making your way into a hero pose. If this doesn't feel comfortable for you, you do have the option to slide a pillow or a blanket underneath, or you can just come into a comfortable cross-legged position. So from here, stacking the head over the heart, heart over the hips. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Tuck your chin slightly. As you inhale, let's sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Good. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, round through the spine, draw the arms down, chin to chest. Good. Inhale to come all the way back up. Exhale, round through the spine. Just taking a few more like this, moving with your breath. Inhaling to lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhaling to round. Good, so nice. And the next time the arms reach all the way up, you can release the fingers. As you exhale, the arms can sweep back and down, interlace the fingers behind your seat. Ideally, you want to have the palms pressing against each other, but it isn't available for everyone, including myself. So just take whatever feels comfortable for you. From here, we're going to find a nice tall spine. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Let's see if you can really draw the shoulder blades together here. Think of drawing your fist down towards the mat. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. We'll take 3 cycles of breath here. So nice. Once you've taken your 3 cycles, you can release your fingertips. Inhale to sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, you're going to catch hold of opposite elbows here. So you're making a little frame for your head. Just make sure that your pelvis isn't sticking out. So you really want to stack the head over the heart and the heart over the pelvis. It's one long line of energy. And then from here, we're going to think of pulling your arms back slightly, pulling your heart through, lifting your gaze, lifting your heart. And we're going to take a little round of a 2-part inhale breath work. And how it works is you'll send your first part of your inhale to your belly, your second part to your chest, and then you'll open your mouth, exhale, let everything out. So exhale where you are to begin, to prepare. Inhale through the nose into the belly. Inhale into the chest. Open the mouth, release. Notice the pause at the bottom. Inhale into the belly. Inhale into the chest. Open your mouth, exhale, empty everything out. Good. Inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Open the mouth, let it go. So nice. Inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Open your mouth, exhale. And just take a couple more rounds unguided. Good. Release the breath. Release the arms. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. So good. And then we're going to meet in an all fours position. We're going to take our tabletop a little bit wider tonight. So let's take your knees as wide as the yoga mat. Let's take your hands as wide as the yoga mat. And then we're just going to have a little play with finding some circles with your body to the right. So you can make your circles as big or as small as feels comfortable in your body, but I really encourage you to meet yourself at the edges of your range of motion. So not pushing or forcing anything, but just really going to the edge of your mobility. You might close down the eyes, you might heavy the head, you might undulate the shoulders, maybe you move through a weird little child's pose. And then when you're ready, you'll start to slow these circles down. And then slowing them down, gradually they become smaller and smaller until you make your way all the way back to center. Beautiful. Let's find a neutral tabletop. So stacking your knees underneath your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders. Good. As you inhale, let's extend your right leg out behind you. Exhale, let's cross it over the left leg. So it's a nice little side body stretch in the right side body here. It's a compression of the spine. Keep breathing. Think of drawing your left shoulder to your left hip. Send your gaze over the left shoulder. Good. On your next inhale, let's lift your right leg all the way back up. And then we're going to swing it round to the right hand side. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me. And we want your right foot in line with your left knee. And your left hand's going to come down also in line. So you've got one long line here of all your joints. And then as you inhale, you'll reach your right hand up towards the sky. As you exhale, right bicep to right ear, send your gaze down towards the left fingertips. Good. It's a nice big stretch in that right side body. So send your breath there into that space that you're creating. So nice. And then we'll start to round through the spine as you drop your right palm down to the ground. Let's walk the fingertips all the way around to the right hand side. We'll find a little fold over your right leg. So nice. Good. And then we're going to shift your hips so that you're facing the front of the mat and you'll find yourself in a low lunge. Don't worry if you need a nice big bend in the knees or if you want to prop yourself up with some blocks or some books. As you inhale, straighten through the spine. As you exhale, round. Good. We'll take a couple more ripples just like that. As you inhale, come up high on the fingertips, lift the chest, lift the gaze. As you exhale around through the spine. Good. Last one. Inhale to ripple up. Exhale as you fold. Beautiful. Let's plant your left hand down or your left fingertips down. As you inhale, reach your right hand up towards the sky. Think of drawing your right hip back and your left hip forwards. Good. Take a big breath in. So nice. As you exhale, let's frame your front foot and we'll step into your front foot, your right knee bends, and you'll find yourself in a lovely low lunge. Take a moment just to widen your stance if you need to. I like to do this. So it's not a traditional low lunge, but I like to have it a little bit wider just so I feel a little bit more grounded and stable. When you feel like you're grounded, Start to press through your right foot. As you inhale, lift yourself all the way up, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, let's interlace your hands behind your back in a fist like we did before. Let's think of drawing your fist down towards the earth. Maybe you sink a little bit deeper into your low lunge. Let's lift your heart, lift your chin, lift your gaze. Maybe your vision goes up and back. And we'll just take 3 nice deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep squeezing everything in towards the midline. Think of pulling up from your pelvic floor. Nice. And then when you've taken your 3 breaths, you can release your fingertips. As you inhale, sweep your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, let's catch hold of opposite elbows again like we did before. We'll start to reach the arms back, pull the heart forwards, lift the vision. And then we'll take a couple of rounds of our 2-part inhale breath work. Exhale where you are to begin. Inhale into the belly. Inhale into the chest. Open the mouth. Exhale. Good. Inhale into the belly. Inhale, chest. Open the mouth. Release. One more. Inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Open the mouth. Exhale. Good. Inhale to sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, find a twist to the right. So your right fingertips reach behind you, left fingertips reach forwards. Good, so nice. And then we're gonna hinge your hips, drop your left palm down towards the sky, reach your right arm up, coming into a low lunge twist. Think of pressing your hips down towards the earth. Think of stacking your shoulders. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, release. Let's frame your front foot. Take your runner's lunge one more time. As you inhale, sweep. As you inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the chest. As you exhale, fold. Good. Inhale to lift. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we fold. Beautiful. From here, we're going to sweep your right leg back to meet your left. Find a little shake of your tail here. And then we're going to take that to the other side. So we're going to start in our wide tabletop position. So taking your knees to the outside edges of your mat, taking your hands to the outside edges of your mat, and spreading all 10 fingers nice and wide. So nice. And then we're going to start to find our circles to the left-hand side this time. So you might notice that the body feels slightly different on this side. You might heavy the head, close down the eyes. Maybe you scoop the body all the way down towards the floor. And it's this big stir of your entire body. So don't worry what this looks like. So nice. And then when you're ready, we'll start to make the circles a little bit slower, a little bit smaller. And then gradually we'll find ourselves coming to a stop. And then we'll come into our traditional tabletop position with the knees underneath the hips and the wrists underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, let's extend your left leg out this time. Exhale, take it over the right leg. So you're finding this nice compression of the spine, nice side stretch of the left side body. Send your gaze over your right shoulder. So nice. Breathe into the left side body. Good. Inhale, let's bring it all the way back up. And then exhale, we're going to sweep it all the way to the left-hand side. I'm going to turn around so you can see me again. And then let's take this one long line with your right hand, your right knee, and your left foot. As you inhale, you'll sweep the left hand all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, left bicep to your left ear, send your gaze to your right hand. Good, so nice. Take a few nice deep breaths here. Good, and then we'll start to round through the spine, drop your left hand down, walk the palms all the way over to your left leg. Find a nice little fold over your left leg. Good. And then we'll pivot the hips so you find yourself in a little low lunge. Beautiful. You might find that one side is slightly stiffer than the other, so don't worry if you need a little bit more of a bend in one side. As you inhale, come up high on the fingertips. As you exhale, fold. Good. Inhaling, coming up high. Exhaling to ripple down. Good. Last one. Inhale to come up. Exhale as you fold. Beautiful. And this time, inhale to come up. Let's step forwards into your, I'm sorry, my mistake. Let's round through your right hand. As you inhale, sweep the left hand up towards the sky. Think of stacking your shoulders. Think of bringing your left hip back and your right hip forwards. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, let's step into your front foot. Framing your front foot, finding your nice low lunge. Beautiful. And again, option here to widen your stance in your low lunge. Spread through the toes nice and wide. And when you feel like you've got your grounding, you can start to press through your front foot as you inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, interlace the hands behind you. Beautiful. Think of drawing the palms down towards the earth. Think of lifting the heart up towards the sky. Draw your pelvic floor in and up and squeeze your thighs together. Beautiful. Let's take 3 cycles of breath here. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Lovely. Once you've taken your 3 cycles of breath, you can release the hands. As you inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. As you exhale, catch hold of opposite elbows. And again, think of drawing your arms back, pulling your heart through, lifting your chin, lifting your gaze. Good. We'll take a couple of rounds of our 2-part exhale breath, 2-part inhale breath work. Inhaling into the belly, inhaling into the chest. Open the mouth, exhale. Good. Inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Exhale, everything out. Good. Inhale, belly. Inhale, chest. Exhale, let it all go. Good. Inhale, let's sweep your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Good. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, let's plant your right palm down. Lift your left fingertips up towards the sky, stacking your shoulders. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, you'll frame your front foot, finding yourself back in your low lunge, you're in your runner's lunge. Don't know what's wrong with me today, sorry. As you inhale, come up onto the fingertips, lift the gaze. As you exhale, round through the spine, heavy the head. Inhale to ripple forwards. Exhale to heavy the head. Good. Inhale, last one. Exhale to round forwards. Beautiful. And then from here, let's sweep your right leg back to meet your left. And we're just going to make our way on to our glutes. And we're going to come into a little seated rabbit position from here. So coming onto your glutes, just moving any fleshy parts of your bottom away. And the soles of the feet can come flat on your mat at about hip width distance apart. And then we're just going to bring the arms to rest on the shins. Start to round through your spine, start to heavy your head, and maybe your forehead comes to rest on your knees. You can close down the eyes here and just take a moment for yourself. Good, and we're just going to move in through some seated cat-cows now. So slowly rolling yourself all the way back up through the spine. You can bring the hands to rest on the knees. As you inhale, pull the heart through, lift the gaze. As you exhale, lean back round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhaling to pull the heart through, lift the vision. Exhaling, lean back round through the spine. Beautiful. Take some here at your own pace. Use your breath to guide you. This is one of my favorite poses to do for the connection of your breath and your body. So nice, lovely. And then from here, coming back to stillness, we're just going to place your palms on the mat behind you, spreading through the palms nice and wide. And you can either have your fingertips facing towards your hips if that feels comfortable, or you can spin them back around to face the top of your mat. So just take whichever option feels most comfortable in your body. And then again, if you want to take the stretch a little bit deeper, you can start to move your hips a little bit further towards your heels. From here, we're going to press into the palms to lift the chest up towards the sky. Start to lift your chin up towards the sky. And we're just going to breathe here for a few beats. So opening out through that heart space. So nice. And then once you're ready, you can start to walk the hands back towards the body. We're just going to find a comfortable cross-legged position here. As you inhale, let's sweep your hands up towards the sky. As you exhale, take a twist to the left. Good. Inhaling to draw up nice and tall through your spine, and then exhaling as you twist from the belly, gazing over the left shoulder. Good. And then floating yourself back to center. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, twist to the right. Good. Inhale to sweep the arms all the way up, hands meet in prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're just going to take a little forward fold here in our easy pose. So you might just want to take your fingertips down towards the mat and tuck your chin towards your chest. If that's where you're at today, then you just stay there. Just listen to your body. Otherwise, coming to meet me, rolling down through the spine. Maybe you come to rest on the forearms. Heavy the head, close down the eyes, breathe into the hips. Good. And you might stay here, or you might decide to come into a little thread the needle variation. So I'm going to take my right hand and thread it underneath my left. Just getting a nice stretch in the hips and the shoulders. Good. And then when you're ready, coming all the way back up to center. And then we're just going to do that again, but with the opposite cross of your legs. So again, just taking your fingertips down to the mat, tucking your chin towards your chest, staying here if that feels the most comfortable for you, or otherwise coming to meet me on your forearms, heavying the head, breathing into the hips. And again, you might stay here, or you might thread your left arm underneath your right. Keep breathing wherever you are. So nice. And then slowly unrolling back through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, until the head is the very last thing to come up. And we're going to take a little head massage here. So you have a couple of options here. If it's comfortable for you, you can come down onto your elbows and you can just heavy the top part of your head into your palms with your thumbs resting on your temples. And we're just going to give the temples a little circle with the thumbs. If you can't make it down onto your elbows, you have the option to either come onto some props if you have any pillows or anything nearby, or you can just choose to sit up nice and straight and just start circling the thumbs over the temples here. Good, wherever you are, just seeing if you can take the full weight of your head into your palms and your thumbs. Good, so nice. And then we're going to take your two peace fingers and we're going to take them to the baby soft palate of your head, right in the center of your head. And we're going to find some pressure there. We're going to press down on that point. And then we're going to move the fingertips, the peace fingers, down towards the hairline and press down on that pressure point. And then finally, the peace fingers will come to your third eye, your point of intuition, and you can either allow the head to rest on the fingertips, or you can find some pressure with the fingers into the head. So nice. And then when you're ready, you can release. Slowly rolling all the way back up if you chose to take that option. And then we're just going to keep the eyes closed, start to find some circles with the head here in one direction. And then taking your circles in the other direction. So nice. And then when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open with a nice soft gaze. We're going to make our way to lie down on our backs. And we're going to come into a little ball. So curling up into a little ball, draw your knees in towards your chest. Just take a little sway from side to side, just massaging out through the spine. You can keep the eyes closed here if you'd like. And then taking your hands on top of your knees, we'll start to find some circles with the knees here. I like to draw both my knees out nice and wide and then draw them both back in towards my chest. But you can take any kind of circles that you like.
And then we're going to come into a happy baby. So flexing the soles of your feet, sending them up towards the sky. And then we'll reach the hands to take hold of either the outside edges of your shins or your feet. Start to draw your knees down towards your armpits. Find a little tuck of your chin here. And we want the back as flush as possible on the mat. Keep drawing your shoulders down towards the mat. And there's integrity here. So your hands are pulling down and your feet are pushing up. And you'll feel a nice big stretch in the hips. And there's an option to stay here in this stillness or an option to sway from side to side. So take whichever option your body's asking for. Good. And then we're going to move into our final pose, our resting pose tonight, our Shavasana. So just releasing the legs out nice and long down your mat. And I'd like to invite you to take your feet as wide as the yoga mat tonight. Find that little catch of your opposite elbows and frame your head. It should feel quite nice here. Find a little tuck of the chin, draw your shoulder blades together. Drop the shoulders down towards the earth. Close down the eyes. And before we find our stillness here, we'll just take a couple of rounds of our breath work. So exhaling where you are to prepare. And when you're ready, inhaling belly, inhaling chest. Open the mouth, exhale. So nice. Inhale belly, inhale chest. Open your mouth, let everything go. Good. Inhale belly. Inhale chest. Open your mouth. Exhale. Good. Take a couple more cycles by yourself. When you're ready, releasing the breath. You can choose to keep the arms here, or you can they can come to rest beside you with the palms facing up in a gesture of surrender. Start to feel the entire weight of your body sinking into the earth beneath you. And there's a sense of complete surrender here. Know that you have nothing left to do. And for the next few minutes, you have nowhere else to be. And I'm going to get nice and quiet for a couple of minutes so that you can go deeper into your Shavasana. And I'll call you back when it's time. Just starting to bring your awareness back to your physical body. I'd like to invite you to stay here in your Shavasana, and I'll just guide you through a short meditation. So keep your eyes closed and take a few deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Allow your body to soften and relax even more with each breath, releasing any tension or stress that you might still be carrying with you from your day. Now visualize yourself surrounded by a big, beautiful golden light. This light represents positive energy and warmth. Feel it enveloping you from head to toe, creating a sense of peace and serenity. As you continue to breathe deeply, imagine this golden light expanding and filling your entire body. Feel it flowing through your veins, revitalizing every cell and bringing a sense of renewed energy and vitality. Now focus on your emotions. Bring to mind a situation or a memory that brings you joy. See yourself in that moment experiencing the positive emotions that you've associated with it. Allow those feelings to expand and fill your entire being, lifting your spirits and filling you with happiness. As you continue to breathe, bring your awareness to your physical body. Scan your body from head to toe and just notice any areas of tension or discomfort. Send the golden light to those areas and visualize it melting away any tension or discomfort, leaving you feeling relaxed and at ease. Allow yourself to fully embrace these feelings without any judgment or any expectation, simply being present in the moment. Take a few moments to simply be in this state of positivity, relaxation, and upliftment. And as you lay here, I'm going to close class tonight with a little paragraph from a book that I'm reading at the moment. It's called This Is How You Heal by Brianna Weist. And this is just something I read this week that kind of really stuck with me. So I thought I would share it with you. You probably don't need as much as you think you do. You do not need a lot to be successful. You do not need to be a lot to be enough. You do not need a lot to be content, fulfilled, and happy. You do not need as much as you think you do. And widening that gap in the name of ambition will not make you reach for more. It will only leave you emptier. Know what you need, know what you want, and draw a line in the sand. You cannot spend the entirety of your life desperately and exhaustedly seeking. You must make time to simply be. Just a little food for thought. And then I also have, just to end, a couple of journal prompts that you can take or leave to take into your week. The first one is, what can I do to rebalance my emotions? So what can I do to rebalance my emotions? And the second one is, what can I do to restore my body? What can I do to restore my body? And when you're ready, we're going to close tonight's practice here. So you can bring your hands to prayer at heart center if that's meaningful for you. Thank you so much for moving with me from my heart to yours. Namaste.